tell me how things are now. Huh. Just having glitch. Interesting. Is the game audio like way down? Ah, it's probably because I was boosting it. It was not actually. Alright, hold on. Glitches everywhere. Ay vey. Alright. How's that? Let me know how that level is doing. That's weird. According to my setup, it should have been fine. No. I was trying to correct it for a glitch that was happening, and now the glitch is gone, so I'm correcting it back. So is that better? We good now? Okay. I'm gonna assume we're good unless you guys tell me otherwise.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Oh, thank you for the sub, Everyday Eddie. How's it going, Eddie? Thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. Game audio's good now, I hope. Kind of stinks that my playthrough this was a little screwed up. But what are you gonna do? Right, there was a section back here I didn't go to. It was...
It's funny. All those times I played with the music box and never found the basement key. Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
Okay, 10 minutes, starting now.
Alright, well, hopefully the game audio is good. And we'll just continue going. So yes, we are playing What Remains of Edith Finch. Welcome, one and all, to, well, me acting like an idiot on stream for some reason you guys want to watch. But hey, if you like what you're doing, you can do what Eddie did and subscribe. Because that's cool. Yay! Okay. I don't know, there was just a glitch because I just literally closed the program and booted it back up and it was fine. Always do what Eddie does. The great plan. Okay, we're in the basement now. What are we doing down here? We got a pool table. That's super cool. Huh.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
Okay. There's the blade.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages. I thought maybe she was hiding presents. It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
Oh. Okay. Interesting.
I
Kinda
remember
cool,
asking
Brian. I
Mom
didn't know
once
that.
about where Walter had gone.
Where Walter had gone.
She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could. If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Okay.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years.
You can hear that? You can hear the narration?
On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week.
Sorry, I'm a little paranoid that my audios are off.
But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule,
Awesome.
living for today.
Canned peaches.
I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything.
Notice the year on the calendar? It's gone ahead like 9 years or something.
Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly. And then one day, everything just stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone.
Huh.
Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years.
Interesting.
I'm done waiting. I have to leave while I still can.
So, underground bunker. That's cool. While I still can. Oops, wrong way. This is a very interesting story. I will say that.
I know it's out there somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara and Molly and Calvin.
Okay.
Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me.
Yeah, I know, right? Ugh.
Whatever's out there, I want you to know.
Are
I'm
you ready
ready
for it? I don't think you are.
I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left. Or a month. Or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
You just got hit by a train. What the heck? What an awful, awful story.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
Huh. Okay. Yeah. So we're moving on to the next one. Saving. so dark I can't see. Okay. It's back in the way we came. Okay, well, I guess it won't let me out. Maybe there's a way out. Oh, it probably wants me to go out the same way he went out. And get hit by a train, probably.
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me. Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter.
Maybe. Maybe afraid of
But
being
if she
ended
never
up like
told me
Walter.
about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding.
It's hiding everything.
I don't want to make the same mistakes she made. Trying to bury something that's still alive.
Yeah, that is disturbing.
Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe two, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself
Please don't get hit by a
and
train.
found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
Choo choo. I mean, I guess I'm not getting hit by a train now. Huh.
I don't know if I should even be writing this.
I don't know either.
Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me. But I thought you should know about your family.
1 second. Our Google was going off. But yeah, I want to thank you guys for all hanging out. I think I have 9 viewers right now, which is fantastic. Thank you. Appreciate all the
And
views.
the history you're a part of.
So we're gonna go in here? I don't know.
Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now. I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
Huh. Okay. I guess I'm probably going up, would be my guess. This game is... I can appreciate this game. Storytelling is very good. I do wish I could go just a tad faster.
And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible.
Coming back into the house. Alright. Let's continue forth on our quest to figure out what the hell happened to this family. Okay. I imagine probably following the path this way.
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery
True,
before
it
starting
would not
a
be
house?
a walking simulator.
Okay, 10 minutes. Starting now.
They might be able to hear it, I don't know. It's okay.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but The pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one.
That's...
3 of the gerbils were mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Oh. Pet cemetery.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Oh, look at that. A cat with wings. That's very interesting. Very interesting.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
Huh. I do hope you guys are enjoying this as much as I am.
She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
This is the house that sank into the ocean or something.
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
Okay.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from.
Huh.
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us. There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself. But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Oh, very good. Oh, don't fall. Don't fall. You're gonna fall. Okay. America. Okay, we're done. Where do I go? Right here. This looks like a good place to go.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common. They were both pretty intense.
Okay. They were both pretty intense, you say. That sounds disturbing. This game especially. Alright, well I guess we'll look at the diary. Let's go.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged.
Shouldn't we be leaving?
Just want to get a shot of you, Dawn, then we can take off.
I would if...
I'm over here, Dad.
Turn the camera. Wrong way.
Just need to get a shot of you, Don, then we can hit the road.
You in the car?
Not quite.
There we are.
What?
Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
Where am I supposed to be pointing this sucker at?
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
There you are.
Hold still while I take a picture of you.
I definitely won't be moving.
Are you done?
Hey!
Wow.
That's a keeper.
Take a picture of me whizzing, I guess. That's entertaining.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Don. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Don, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years.
There you are.
Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip. Don, don't you think you could find something more interesting to
Nope.
photograph?
Nothing more interesting.
Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire. We found an old logging trail. There were deer everywhere. I bet if I could remember where that trail was, we'd spot a buck for you in no time. Give me a minute to check the map.
There.
Let's see.
I legit have no idea where I'm supposed to be pointing this thing.
Was it? Could have been.
Seriously, where am I supposed to be pointing this thing? We are approaching technical difficulties. Okay. Over here. No. There. No. Ah! Where am I supposed to be pointing it at?
You don't need to waste any more film on me, kiddo.
Not helping me, Dad. Don't know what to focus on, Dad. God. Yes, enemy. focusing on this camera. 'Cause it obviously wants me to do something. I haven't the foggiest clue what. Aha!
Dad!
There it is.
Good eyes, Don. Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Dad, I...
Just breathe. Turn off your imagination. Focus. Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Don, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong.
Boom.
Great shot, Don! I'm proud of you, Don. Always remember that, okay?
That's so harsh. Didn't want to do it.
Sorry, Don. Just gotta reset the timer.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally
so-
normal, Don. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about.
Dad!
Oh, jeez. Well then. That's a hunting trip gone poorly.
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
Okay.
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
Secret passageways. Let's go.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Gregory. Alright, well, then let's take a look at Gregory.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it.
I'm in the
I
tub.
think he saw things the rest of us don't.
Oh, let's listen to a little Tchaikovsky.
Bartender over, Gregory. It's time to... Hold on, sweetie. Hello? Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
I wonder what he saw.
as a frog now.
You reminded me so much of Calvin. Lost in his imagination.
Oh my goodness. I'm literally just doing Swan Lake now.
Whatever it was, he saw.
I am highly amused.
It sure made him happy. I know how silly it sounds. That I worried about a baby being too happy. But I could feel him slipping away.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could.
Huh.
Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it. Man, I don't want Gregory to hear this.
I wish he could have told us about the world he saw.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh.
There's so much I don't understand
Oh.
about Gregory. About everything. But I know what happened wasn't your fault. I'm sure he's happy. And he'd want you to be happy too.
Well then,
Good luck, Kay.
that's
Love, Sam.
awful. Poor little Gregory. Poor little Gregory.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet.
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
This is cool. What do you guys think of this? That's sweet.
My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart. I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, "We don't need a stepmom," were the words that I
now
remember.
pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
So what's everyone up to? Feel like you all have left me. I'm just flying a kite. What?
the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
Alright. Well then.
The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
Fly that kite, yeah. I love the story in this game. I'm telling you. Okay, flying this kite. Look at that kite into the ground.
The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed
Why
afraid
are there
that nature might
chairs and
destroy the
everything?
tent our dad had crudely made. The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder."
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
Okay then.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Okay. Well, that was a thing that happened, I guess. Is the jellyfish of doom that just killed Gus. I guess. Like, holy crap. I'm gonna assume this is the way I need to go, but I honestly have no clue.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
Yeah, that was one I just didn't trigger before. Alright. Can't get out. Okay. Do I go out here? No. Where am I supposed to go? Is there a crawl space I'm just not thinking of? Maybe a window I need to go out? Climb up the pole? Can I climb up the pole? There's a ladder up there. There's stairs, maybe? Aha, a rock wall. This is super cool.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get. She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Aw, ain't that cute? Look at that computer, man. Good computer.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Lewis was born a year later.
Alrighty. I guess I can't go down that way, can I? Guess we're gonna go up.
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back. And to see kids in the house again.
Huh.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
More and more additions that are completely
And for a while, things were
unnecessary.
good. Almost normal.
What's weird is that whenever somebody died, they just left that room alone and refused to, like, replace it with something.
But it didn't last. The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle. After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
I'm not gonna lie, some of these rooms are super sweet. Like, who wouldn't want a lighthouse as a room? That's so cool.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Alright. Look at you. That's cool.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
I think there's supposed to be one for Edie and I never got. Probably go back and get that at some point. Alright.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors. Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Okay. Neat. Okay, I can't walk around that way.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself.
I'm gonna go back and see if I forgot something for Edie. I don't want to end this game without seeing all the stories. Reading is a hoot. That's not gonna let me get back in, is it? Alright, well, I guess... Never mind. If I missed it, I missed it. Oh well. We'll just continue moving along then. This is the strangest designed house I have ever seen.
After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Got a boat room.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Whoa, psychedelic, man. Whoa. How did he even get internet up here?
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery. But he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to
I don't know.
wander. I asked him to describe
Pulling
it.
the left side with one stick.
He said he started small,
And then right hand.
imagining a labyrinth.
This is so trippy. Yeah.
He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats. And toads. And things that had not names.
Okay.
He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more. I worried about him then.
What is happening?
Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on. I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend. On the edge of a city he named Lewis-topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians.
What is happening? This is so trippy.
And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something.
Yeah.
Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination. So he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor.
Oh, okay.
And he won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him.
Oh, I'm getting behind on my fishes.
He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville. St. Louis.
St. Louis. Hey, it's a Dave!
He started
Hi, Dave.
drifting away from our reality.
It is Catman Dave. I can tell because his face is plastered in emoticons.
Minneapolis. Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery.
Forgot to go home.
Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Louis kept sailing on.
This game is so trippy.
In
How are you
Louisville,
doing, Dave?
He heard rumors of a handsome queen. The queen was on her own quest for
Radiant rainbows.
radiant rainbows.
I knocked the rainbow over. I knocked the rainbow over. No.
He followed the sound of her
Wait, no. Electric sitar. No, 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 no. Yes, yes.
electric sitar.
This is getting harder on my left hand now.
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound.
This is so weird. I love it.
He knew the world was all
God.
in his imagination. But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king. For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Louis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
Okay.
He began to forget the world we know.
What is going to happen
I
here?
think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker. He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
Okay.
I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions.
Guy had gone too.
Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on inviting him.
Yeah.
His queen waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do. Bend down his head. And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
God. That. Yeah.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
Okay. Well, that happened. Okay. Yep. I'm gonna leave this house now. Okay.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left. My mom ended up leaving everything behind. What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner. But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
Yeah, I'm not okay either, Phil. That was hard to watch in many respects. Good storytelling, though. Did I not get everybody? I don't think I got everybody.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word.
Oh well, it's okay. I can play through
Until
it again
supper,
later.
when she raised her glass and said,
To our final night together, and all our final nights apart.
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
the power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance, or that Edie had a key to it.
You want this library?
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning, okay?
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life.
I'm terrified about what I'm about to see.
But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way. I got turned around. I started seeing things. Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them.
How is that still a functioning gate? That's what I want to know. What?
Things I can't
How is the house back
explain,
together?
but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine!
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it! Let go! I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great-Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone.
Huh.
After that, we moved around a lot.
Very cool, you got your green screen, Dave. And yeah, this
We
game
both
is
tried to
pretty
make the
great.
best of it.
Super chill game, just it's a walking simulator, but it's super cool.
A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly.
Oh, there. Okay.
She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you and tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way. This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Huh. That was her kid. Okay. Huh. Interesting. Yeah. I'm now sort of pissed that I didn't get all of the stories. I got most of them. I got all but 2. I missed them somewhere. Just means I gotta go back and play it again at some point. 2.5 hours. Like, it's a super short game. Which is actually really nice. Because I could do it in a single sitting. A game like this, I'm curious to see if there's something else. Yeah, like something like out of a Marvel film, just be like, and by the way, Cthulhu. I have no idea. I think it's very Lovecraftian in its storytelling, which is really great. Yeah. Yeah, I highly recommend this game, especially, like, I got the physical copy. That was, like, a limited edition thing that you can only get from a certain website at a certain time. But you can get this game as a digital download pretty cheaply, I think. I think it's like $5 or $10. Might be more, but It's pretty great. I'm very happy that I bought this and played it. Also, those baby eyebrows. Look at that. Baby eyebrows. I like all the kid pics of all the people who are working on this. Oh, canned peaches for days. Apparently, Phil is #1, and Seismic Harbor is #2. I don't know what that means, but they have a little emblem next to them that says #1 and #2. #2. I think it has something to do with like subs or bit donations or something. I honestly have no idea. Oh, Bobby pictures. Huh. Ooh. What is happening? Oh, the end. Okay. Question mark? Huh. I'm not gonna play it right now. But that's really pretty sweet. Oh, cool. So it goes off of bit donations. Phil has donated the most bits. Congratulations, Phil. We're very happy for you. Hold on a second, I want to check something. Yeah, there are a couple of things in the cup on my screen, which is super cool. Alright, well, I finished my game. I got through what I wanted to get through. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I do believe next time I go live, though, it's probably... excuse me. Probably going to be Ni no Kuni, because I seem to be doing that on Saturdays quite a bit. Because being Saturday, I can stay up a little bit later and make it work a little bit nicer for the JRPG. So I'm gonna do that again this Saturday, starting at 8. I'll probably do it at 8 again. Maybe. Hold on. Oh, hey, look at that. So the ones I missed were Edie. I missed Edie. And I missed Dawn. Those are the 2 I missed. I got everybody else. Well, let's take a look at Edie, because we've not done those 2. Replay? Yes, please. Because I don't know. Yeah, let's do that. Good idea. That way everybody gets to see the entire story for the most part. This is Edie's room?
All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
I'm just curious about where we were. Like, how did I miss it? We were... No, we went here. We came up here. Maybe this is the story that I did before. Yeah. I guess the last two stories, Edith and Dawn, were just together in that one that we did. I don't think... Yeah, this isn't going to get us anything new. Yeah, I'm sure on that. But that's really cool. Good game. Really good game. Yeah, we did this one already. And I hope you do get Conkers working, because I really kind of want to see you play Conkers, not gonna lie. I would be very entertained to see you play Conker's Bad Fur Day. I mean, you could run an emulator, but that's no fun. You want to run real hardware, because that's cool. But, anywho. So, anyway, now that we've established that I did in fact get everything, I'm going to start back on Ni no Kuni this Saturday. Then following that, I'll go on to Link to the Past for Monday, Thursday next week. Then after that, I'm going to be taking about 4 streams off. So that Saturday, that Monday, that Thursday, that Saturday after that. And probably the Monday after that, unless I get back in time and can go on maybe a little late with something. I'm going on vacation. I'm going to the beach. I'm going, like, woo, beach. And I'm going to relax. Because I need to. My girlfriend won't let me stream during vacation.
No, don't drag me into this.
My girlfriend won't let me stream.
Come on, you don't want to stream either.
Nah, I'm gonna take a break. But I will be back. I promise. I enjoy this streaming thing, so if you don't see me stream for a little while, all's good. I'm just gonna go on vacation last week of or third week of June. So, with all that said, Phil and... who was the other one? Phil and Seismic Harbor, thank you very much for the bit donations. I don't care if they're a dime or a buck. It's fine. I love them all. Thank you so much. Thanks to everybody who was stopping by. And thank you, Eddie, for the sub. You are my first sub. And no, not in as in $5 for but you are my first sub, and I'll figure out something that I'll do for you that's super sweet. I don't know what yet, but thank you. And yeah, thanks for everybody stopping by. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching me play Edith Finch. Let me know if there is any other problems with my streams with the sound quality. I think I was just having a glitch, because I literally just turned off OBS and turned it back on and it was fine. So I'm not entirely sure what happened there. Yes. Sometimes just needs that. Alright. With that said, since I was able to end it in 2.5 hours, I gave myself a little extra time. I'm going to just call it a day. I think that's a good stream. I'll be ending a little early. Dave should be going on, I believe, at 10:30 Eastern Standard Time. And highly recommend watching him. He's doing some super cool Breath of the Wild stuff. And he has a better beard than me, so if that's your thing, you should go watch him. Catman Dave. Can't miss him. Very entertaining to watch. Good friend of mine. Well, I'll cross my fingers, Phil. Hopefully I win. But if Dave wins, then he probably deserves it more than me. So, with all that said and done, thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. And thank you again for the bit donations and the sub. Everything is wonderful. I appreciate it all. So with all that said, I'm waffling now and just sort of just talking and rambling. I'm going to call it a day. And I will see you guys on Saturday with with Nino Kuni. And probably, knowing Turtle, more Illuminonsense. Before I go, I do have a Discord. If you look down below, in the panels section there, below your screen, there is a Discord that you can join. Please do. That's where I get to communicate with you guys offline. I do have my list of available games that I own, that if you see something there that looks entertaining and you want to see me play it, I can play it. Unless it's a DS or 3DS game, which I can't get that on Twitch yet, because I don't have a modded system. But basically anything else is fair game. So, check that out. And otherwise, I'm gonna call it a night. So, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you again, and I'll see ya later.